Hello, beautiful heart and souls. Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tune Into Love. Thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. This one came through as what should I do? So take a few moments. We have 4 different groups, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a nice deep breath. Always trust your intuition, whatever group calls to you the strongest. And thank you all so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. I truly appreciate you for that. If you're interested in joining me over on Patreon or receiving a personal reading, I am offering those. The links to connect with me are in the description. I would be so honored. And I will put timestamps in the comments for all of you. So let's just get into it. So group number 1, how are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see what your higher self wants you to know about what you should do right now. Oh, we have indecision, number 8. So there's a decision, something about moving forward, what to do moving forward, not sure what to do. We have dance, celebration, energy healing, perfect timing. We have the wind fairy, thoughts, words, intellectual analysis, number 29. Flowers, fickle. We have breathe, integrity, patience. You have come a long way with more time to play beyond what any can see. You have learned to breathe, to hold your head high in your integrity. What is to come is bigger than you or I can see. Without all of this, nothing is possible. What can no longer be is simply a transformation into something new, becoming one creatively with all that is love. Breathe, integrity, patience. Okay, and you have the spirals here, the rock spirals. You have the World card, embrace, and the Magician. Oh my goodness. And the self-love affirmation is, I am in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. I see myself healthy, whole, and living in a society where it is safe for me to be who I am and to love others, okay? So definitely feeling the indecision energy, not sure what to do moving forward. Obviously, you're going through some big changes, some big life changes here with the World and the Magician. I feel like a whole cycle of your life has been lived, right? I feel like you're moving into a new cycle. It feels like a whole new reality. There may have been relationships and situations that ended, and now you're moving forward, not really sure how to move forward because you're so used to living within certain dynamics or relationships. I feel like you're on your own in this decision that you're making. There's this energy of being fickle, not really sure, and it could be due to making a decision that others aren't sure about. So they're not affirming to you that it's the right thing for you to do. This is something that you have to affirm on your own. There is an energy here of celebration, of celebrating yourself, of embracing yourself. You are an energy healer. You understand energy in a way that others may not. And so I feel like your soul's calling you forward towards a path that is more unknown, or it's not as embraced, simply because energy, spiritual life, all of these decisions manifesting from our higher self brings up a lot of fears in the majority of people. And so as a warrior of love, as a sacred being that you are, your higher self is guiding you to really embrace your calling in life, really embrace your spirituality, the warrior heart that you are, the reason why you feel so inspired in the morning, why you want to go out and create beauty or notice beauty or make change in the world. Whatever it is you're doing, I'm seeing the flowers here, the energy healing. You are also, I feel, receiving some really inspired thoughts, and also feeling the intellectualness behind it, the intelligence behind it. You could be beginning to learn some new skills or crafts. I have a feeling it has to do with energy healing. This is the perfect time for you to really embrace this path. Even if you feel lonely right now, it's almost like it's clearing the space for you to give you the time to learn more about your spiritual gifts, your spiritual nature. I feel like the ancestors, this energy of celebration, those that have come before you, those that are leaders in the world, those that are change makers, people who really stay true to their heart and make a change in the world and really be the love that they want to see. There's this energy of celebrating with you. And the number 8, indecision, this is where we really learn and feel our true inner strength, to commit and align with our own authenticity, what's truly authentic for us, and not making excuses anymore as to why we can't truly embrace our spiritual calling, our spiritual nature. So this is your higher self reminding you that you are in the right place. This is the right time and you are doing the right thing right now. Really tune into whatever you can do to ground, maybe get out into nature, receive the energies of the natural world, the natural elements, the wind, the air, the water, the sounds of nature, birds, the leaves rustling through the trees, those sorts of sounds that are very pure. And notice your energy as you're becoming aware of the different energies that surround you all the time, the multidimensionalness, and how you are the beacon, right? You are the transmitter and the receiver. I feel like there's a whole new chapter here opening up for you with the world, a whole new cycle in understanding yourself better and learning your gifts better. And with the magician here, it's like there's this beautiful new beginning where you have everything you need right now to move forward. You've come a long way. And everything that's happened has prepared you for this moment, so to speak. This is the perfect time for you to really embrace it and really celebrate yourself. It's almost like the indecision is the clarifier to like you could go, this is the point where you could choose to stay on the path you're on, the old ways, staying more in the, I want to say like programs or conditioning of the past of this is what you should do, versus what your soul's calling you to do. It's like a fork in the road, and you could easily continue on the way you are, or you could say, you know what, I'm going to go for this and I'm going to start learning. I'm going to start learning more about my gifts. I'm going to start learning more about energy healing, and whatever's meant to be for me will be there. Whatever I need will be there, and not to be afraid to move forward, whatever path you choose. This is about following your intuition and what you feel in your body, because you're in your body. So whatever path you choose, if you choose the path that you've always chosen, you're going to feel very similar things. If you choose the new path, you're going to feel new things, obviously. However, your body's going to feel more rejuvenated, more excited. It's going to want to move forward. It's going to want to, learn about new things and not be so afraid to take, opportunities. I'd say take opportunities to receive opportunities to grow and learn. It's like one path has, the celebration energy, the dancing energy, and the other path is just what you've always known. So it's like there's this feeling of I'm not sure what to do, and it's because you've never fully said yes to your authentic gifts. You've never fully been able to embrace your spirituality in the way that you have the opportunity to now. So your guides, your higher self, your angel, your team, everyone is with you right now and helping you through this energy of fickleness with the flowers. It's like, does he love me? Does he love me not? There's this energy of reminding yourself that you love yourself completely and that your soul's always guiding you towards that which is your dream manifesting. So when we really trust our soul and we really move forward with it, that's when we begin to be affirmed in our path. So until we start taking those steps, there's no way to affirm that if you're on the right path. It's when you begin taking those steps. And I feel like when you know and you embrace whatever it is your soul's calling you, this is a whole new cycle, a whole new chapter. You are manifesting a whole new reality moving forward. And so know this is the perfect time, and whatever you're doing is in perfect timing. There is no set schedule or, necessarily like another person. It's like going to work every day and having your boss tell you what to do. This is like you're your own boss now, and you get to make the rules for your own life. You get to make the decisions for whatever it is you're doing. And so the indecision could be rooted in having someone else tell you to do what to do versus your own self. And it's really about trusting yourself and learning about your own energy and the power of your soul and the power that you have to manifest the life that you desire. You are an infinite being and it is your life. You do walk in your shoes and you are just as powerful as everyone else. We all embody the same power. So this is reminding yourself that you are in the right place at the right time. Um, Even with the flowers, it's interesting here. There's two kinds of flowers, the rose versus the daisies. It's like, I feel like, for you, it's like you can feel the quality of energy in your life and you can feel what is quality to you. And when I say quality, I mean the energy that really sparks your heart, right? I mean, maybe you're someone who absolutely adores roses and for so long you've only been allowing yourself to receive daisies, or someone's only been giving you daisies and you'd really wish that someone would give you roses. Well, it's like surround yourself with the energy of roses and you'll find that not only do you attract more roses into your life, people will give you roses, or you'll find yourself treating yourself to roses. And it's that quality of energy. You'll be around the smell, the sight, all of it. And I feel like too here with the daisies, it's like it's nothing against the daisies. It's just for you, it's identifying what is true for you, like what really is you, and saying yes to it and allowing yourself to receive what is true for you. I feel like it's also going to open up your intellect and your intelligence in a way that aligns you with thoughts and words that allow you to learn and grow and decipher and discern what is true for you and what is right for you. There's an energy of language and communication and thoughts and words and ideas, and you can feel the quality of energy. And when I say quality, I mean the energy that's authentic for your soul, like what is truly in alignment and right for your soul, your path, your well-being. And when you feel that, it naturally allows you to be in your own authentic self, where you feel content, you feel happy, you feel able to receive whatever information you're meant to, you're able to give it effortlessly. And that, it's not just through your words, but through your body, through your actions, through the choices that you make. When you don't know what decision to make, it's okay to stop and feel what is right for you. It's an opportunity to learn more about your own intelligence and your own intellect and what is going on, how your brain can align with your soul and your heart. So I feel like for so long our brains have been hijacked over the years. It's like we're in our bodies, we're listening to ourselves, we're following what we believe is right, and then at some point in time our souls, our hearts just aren't in it anymore, and our brain's like going, what, this is what I thought we were supposed to be doing. And so it's kind of like getting our brain on board with our soul without judgment or I want to even say like punishment or feeling bad. Like it's just loving yourself, forgiving yourself for what you didn't know then, and moving forward with what you do know now, and allowing yourself to embrace the opportunities moving forward. Sort of seeing this indecision as a blessing in disguise, that, it's like when you're on a path, you want to make sure you take the right path, obviously, to end up where you want to be. And so it's good to stop when you're not sure, so that you can feel into what is right for you instead of just moving forward and completely missing the exit, right? It's like getting in a zone where you're driving on the freeway and you got to get off at this certain exit. However, there's like this, old programming in your brain, and you're going and you miss the exit and you wonder what happened. Like when you're in awareness, when you're in the moment, when you're in your body and you can feel things, you're more aware every moment of what's happening. Even they say when you're driving, most people get in an accident within 2 miles of their home, and it's because they completely zone out. They're close to home, they're not thinking about, they feel like they know the area, and so that's usually when they have an accident. They're not paying attention. I feel like right now your soul's really getting you to pay attention by creating this energy of not being sure what decision to make, and it's a blessing for you. It's so that you can make the right decision for yourself moving forward and let go of this energy of feeling fickle or not knowing. This is a whole new chapter opening up for you. The whole world is yours, your consciousness, everything expanding. And to celebrate, get in that energy of celebrating. Maybe turn on some music, see how you feel when you're feeling into energy healing or whatever it is that you're entertaining right now. Like, see how you feel. Does this make you feel good? Is this authentic for you? When it is, you just naturally feel like you want to dance, and allow yourself to feel good, because what is to come is bigger than you or I can see. And without all of this, nothing is possible. So this is a part of your transformation and really embracing your path. And when you face the difficult things in your life and you keep moving forward, you naturally feel proud of yourself. You naturally feel confident about the decisions you're making. And ultimately, that's what it comes down to. This is your life, and whatever decision you make needs to be backed up by your own feeling of confidence, your own feeling of integrity, because that's what's true. That's what's going to last forever, no matter what anyone else says. And only you know what that feels like. So I feel like this, whatever is happening, it's freeing your mind so that you can feel what's right in your body, which is a blessing. It allows you to stay focused on what's right for you and only hear your own thoughts and words that are aligned with, your own path. So definitely um, allow yourself to tune into the energies and play with what feels right for you. And any energies that feel fickle, just maybe return your focus back to what feels stable, what feels solid, what feels good. How you feel when you know the decision's right and you can make it, versus when you're feeling indecision. What is that? Allow yourself to see what that is, feel what that is, because you are in the right place at the right time. And whatever you're noticing right now is essentially a stepping stone or a part of the path towards your future. So really embrace it. The cycles that you've been through are over. You're entering into a new cycle, and with the Magician here, you are creating something new from the ground up. Essentially, it's like receiving this divine insight, and you have all the resources you need to begin this new path, this new opportunity, whatever this new um, manifestation is. It's all here with you, okay? And it's the perfect time. You have all your guides with you. Whatever you need, it's like, be clear with the universe, be clear with yourself what you need. You may want to write down something just to affirm it to yourself. You may want to speak out loud affirmations of what you're manifesting. um, and definitely tune into nature and the way your body feels. I feel like that's really important. Maybe bring flowers into your home, elements of nature into your home, pictures of nature into your home, things that just really feel that quality of energy around you. Whatever it is you love, it could be books, music. Um, I feel like it's like really becoming aware and paying attention to the details in your life that make it easy and effortless to make decisions. I feel like when it's unknown, it's difficult to make a decision. So there's um, there's an energy of trust here, trusting your path, letting go of the past, allowing yourself to embrace the transformation and see it all as a part of, the fertilizer, so to speak, that's allowing you to grow and become all that you are meant to be. Okay. So, group number one, that is your message. I truly hope it resonated with you and just brought some clarity, affirmation to what you're feeling, and encourages you to trust yourself even more moving forward, knowing that you're supported, you're guided. Breathe. Integrity, really tune into your integrity and patience. Patience, this is the world, it's an unfolding, and patience is wisdom, and wisdom is what allows you to be at ease and feel calm with whatever it is your soul's guiding you. It becomes effortless. Patience is a huge lesson, and it really does serve us in the long run. So be grateful. Okay. Thank you all so much. Please do subscribe, like, comment, and share. I really appreciate you for that. If you're interested in a personal reading or joining me over on Patreon, I would be honored. The links to connect with me are in the description. And other than that, I'm so grateful to tune in with you always, and continue taking really good care of yourself. Take the time you need to feel. And I will see you all again for the next pick a card. Sending all my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number two. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what your higher self wants you to know about what you should do right now. We have number 9, a broken heart. Oh my goodness. Lotus flower unfoldment. Sending you lots of love right now. We have stay focused, Kuthimi. Life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. We have letting go. Geomancy, patience. We have this little poem here. He needs her. She needs him always. For Eve said to Ada, please stay, do not go. I love you, you love I. Stay and play a while for us. And then he said, who knows, do you? Maybe a story or two can rewrite it all. Maybe write me. New story time right, okay? And there's a picture of a giant mountain here. There's so much sacred geometry, though, within this mountain. I know it's probably difficult to see it on the camera. However, there's a lot within. There's a lot within going on here. We have the Ace of Swords, or the Five of Swords, win or lose, and the Queen of Cups. It's interesting I said the Ace of Swords. With the Five of Swords, you have the sword here in the ground. Completely in the ground, halfway in the ground, with only the top out here with the heart emphasized. And it does feel like win or lose. With the Queen of Cups here, there's an energy of deep love and compassion for someone. Obviously with a broken heart, experiencing a broken heart. This present experience is a stepping stone to new awareness. My spiritual growth comes to me in ways I don't quite expect. I know I am always safe. Okay, so my goodness. First of all, just sending you a big hug, because a broken heart is no joke. It's not something that is ever okay to experience. It never feels okay. So your higher self, your angels, your guides are really holding you right now, asking you to nurture yourself, stay focused on what's important to you. Most importantly, what's important to you, what's taking care of your well-being, your physical well-being, your emotions, your feelings, really guiding you to let go, whatever you can do to let go, and to see your life as an unfoldment, a constant unfoldment, that it's not about reaching a destination or being with that one person or having that one thing, that it's a constant unfoldment of life. And there are so many things that happen within our life journey, and they don't always, happen the way that we expect, right? A lot of times they do, and we feel really grateful and we're in the flow. It's when something that's unexpected happens that completely throws our whole perspective off, our whole reality, our faith in reality, everything. I can feel that. There's an energy here of win or lose. Like there is no way to feel like a winner in this situation. It's heartbreaking. Whatever has happened is heartbreaking. And with the Queen of Cups here, you are someone who feels very deeply. You love forever. When you love someone, you mean it. And I feel like your higher self is really affirming to you and letting you know that this is just a stepping stone, that this isn't a finality, this isn't the end, that your broken heart is mending and healing as you soften, like really nurture yourself, show yourself the love that you expect to receive from others, really give yourself the love that you deserve. It is a time for you to love yourself really wholly, completely, unconditionally right now, and not worry so much about your life purpose, your soul purpose, what you're here to do. This is more about you tuning into your own heart and allowing yourself to be patient, allowing yourself to see your life as the whole, the whole journey, not just this particular moment in time. With geomancy patience here, you see the pyramids in the background in the desert, and it's when we're willing to take things one step at a time and see these experiences as stepping stones to something even greater, that something even greater is waiting for you. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened. If this heartbreaking situation was meant to be, it would have continued to grow, and you wouldn't be watching this video. So this is reassurance from your soul that life is a constant unfoldment. It's a spirit. This is a part of your spiritual growth, your spiritual path. It's a part of your purpose. Understanding this pain, understanding this lesson, choosing to learn from this versus staying stuck in any sort of wrongdoings or winning or losing type of mentalities. Because with the Five of Swords, it's all in our head. It truly is all in our head. It's thoughts that we're constantly fighting, arguing, bickering with. It's creating conflict within our lives. And those thoughts become physical. Those thoughts become actual relationships that deteriorate, or situations that fall apart. Any relationship that's truly rooted in love requires both people, right? Both people are in it. Both people are willing to go the distance. They understand that relationships require patience and understanding, and also the allowance of allowing ourselves to grow and learn about our soul purpose and what we're here, what calls us. Why is our soul calling us to these certain ways of learning, or wanting to heal or inspire or teach others or be a part of something? And when a relationship that we are very connected to, something that's very intimate in our space, falls apart and we have a broken heart, it creates a difficulty in being able to focus on, the things before that were guiding our soul, because it's like an injury, right? And it's all created by thoughts, truly. So it's seeing this situation as a blessing in disguise, as difficult as that may be, that you are pure love and that you deserve to be loved by the right person, just like you are the right person that deserves to love the right person, right? So I feel like this is I feel like it's something that you're learning, so that as you're moving forward, when you do meet the right person in life, there is this energy of pure gratitude that cannot be mistaken. When you meet the right person in your life, not only will you feel the love for yourself first and foremost, it's like feeling that love for yourself first and foremost allows you to recognize when someone else loves you in the same capacity or manner, when someone else sees your true reflection and admires your true reflection. There's nothing like that. So embracing who you really are and learning who you really are through this process, how you respond to your broken heart, how you choose to mend your broken heart. I feel like right now you're really letting go, and that's creating stability in your life. It's coming to peace and acceptance of something that may not have worked out in the past. However, it's developing your emotions to an intelligence where you cannot be hurt anymore. Right? This is about aligning with your authenticity, your soul, and saying, you know what, I will never betray myself again by aligning to anything that doesn't feed my heart, that doesn't nourish my heart and soul. So staying focused, Kuthimi will help you stay focused on what's important to you right now, like what's right in front of you, what you need to do on a daily basis, getting up every morning, getting a cup of coffee, taking a shower, washing your face, brushing your teeth, like the basics that tend to not feel so important when we're going through a heartbreak. When we're going through heartbreak, we just want to curl up in our bed or a couch and watch TV, or not even watch it. We just want to cry. We want to go outside. We don't want to think so much about everything. And so there is this energy here of patience, being patient with yourself, really understanding what patience is, what true love is, true unconditional love, having compassion for yourself, and seeing your life as a constant unfoldment. Every petal, every layer unfolding naturally, slowly, one step at a time. The lotus flower is rooted in the muck, the silt and dirt and muck at the bottom of the lake, and it comes up and blooms only during the day. At night, it closes its buds, and it's like it opens back up. There's an understanding here of the appreciation of the beauty of what, how it's like we wouldn't see this beautiful lotus flower if it didn't choose to grow up towards the sunlight. I don't know. It's just like this energy of realizing that this lotus flower, even though its roots are in the muck, that's what allows it to be so beautiful. That's what allows it to unfold so strongly, so effortlessly in the sun. It's rooted very strongly, and there is a natural gratitude and appreciation that we carry with us once we've experienced these types of heartbreaks or relationships in our life that left us feeling sad or broken or confused about things. We return to clarity, and we are able to look into our own selves, into our own thoughts as to how we contributed to the heartbreak for ourselves, not blaming ourselves or making ourselves feel worse, but more for understanding. And that comes with just allowing yourself to receive the insight, getting out of the head, not thinking about it as much as possible, but instead focusing on the body, nurturing yourself, taking a bath, putting on meditation type of music, going for a walk in the park, just appreciating the birds, maybe even, it's difficult when you have a heartbreak to feel physically like doing things. So what I'm sensing from you, especially, is just really allowing yourself to feel nurtured, you know? If you don't feel like doing anything, at least get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, put on some cozy clothes, find a book you want to read or a good movie you want to watch, and just snuggle up and see what happens. Get out your journal, write to yourself, get a little project out next to you. It's like I can feel you. It's like, don't push yourself too hard to move in your body physically or to be like how you were before you experienced the heartbreak. Instead, embrace yourself and love yourself. And it's like putting an end to the negativity or the thoughts that are destructive, like just putting your sword in the ground for a while. Maybe even reserving yourself, like your voice, and going more internal within. Don't feel like you need to speak or explain yourself to anyone or defend yourself to anyone. Like, really give yourself some time to just be quiet and read and receive the insight from your higher self, receive the love. You know, even just going out and outside and sitting in your yard and meditating, or in your house or whatever, wherever you are that you feel like you can just be in your heartbreak or whatever. I feel like that's a way that you can allow yourself to effortlessly let go of things, that you can feel yourself, that you can feel how lovable you are, how wonderful you are. And it's simply the thoughts that make you feel, if you're ever feeling less than worthy or hopeless or just don't know what to do, it's like recognizing the thoughts. And when you put your sword in the ground for a while and just say, you know what, I went through this, whatever it is, and I'm choosing to grow, I'm choosing to heal, I'm choosing to nurture my body. And you'll find, like, as you do that, there will be insights, right? And breakthroughs and clarities, and you'll feel the reassurance. You'll remind yourself of what is true. It allows you not to go into the alter it's like kind of like the alter ego, where we've been hurt, and we, you know, instead of allowing ourselves to feel the hurt, we get angry and we lash out or we project out. And I feel like right now you're really being guided to go within and love yourself and receive the love. You know, he needs her, she needs him, always. So it's connecting into that relationship with yourself, where you always need yourself. You always need each other, especially when you're in a committed, loving relationship. You need each other. So it's allowing yourself to stay in that vibration, that frequency of true unconditional love, versus you know, thinking about the past. Like, I feel like this is a person, obviously there's conflict here, and instead of, you know, holding your sword, because, you know, whatever it is that you're feeling is completely valid. It's completely valid. Like, I can affirm it for you here. Whatever you're feeling, you have every right to feel, because it's what's happening for you. And I can affirm it here with the Queen of Cups. I feel you have a very, very beautiful heart, a very loving heart, a very kind heart. And I feel like you're also willing to be more understanding than maybe this person was in the past. And so it's about staying true to that energy of your heart, staying true to who you are, and not allowing it to jade you or turn you into something that you're not. Like, you're embracing patience here. Wisdom is patience. And this present experience is a stepping stone to new awareness. So this new awareness is truly aligned with your life purpose. It's aligned with your ability to focus on, and when you're really when you're aligned with your life purpose, the focus is effortless. It's, you know, even if it requires effort, it feels better than the alternative. So take your time, go slow. There's no rush. This isn't a race. This is your life. And I feel like this is an opportunity for you to rewrite your story, or write a new story, one that's truly aligned with who you are, and being at peace, you know, with what you've learned. It's like you've learned so much. I feel like here it's like there's an energy of just recognizing how powerful our truth is, our words, our thoughts, and also the power of not engaging them at times. You know, I'm seeing the Queen of Cups is like, there's no words that need to be spoken. When you're in alignment with yourself, when you're in alignment with what is true for you, you don't necessarily have to speak words, right? It's more so understanding, seeing eye to eye, being able to connect intimately with someone in a very authentic way. And that's what allows the love to grow between two people. If we're not committed in the heart and we're more fixated in the ego and being right, it does turn into a win or lose situation. So for you, it's all win-win. It's all alignment. It's all beneficial. And you're learning a lot about our heart and our consciousness and our behaviors and what happens when we're, truly committed to someone, and the love. It's like being committed to yourself, really committing to yourself right now. And whatever you need to do to stay focused, you are being completely guided and supported. And as you're doing that, you're also able to recognize the unfoldment of your life, by choosing to be patient and aligning with divine timing and the flow, the natural cycles of life. That's what's going to bring ease to your heart and soul and help you see very clearly what's really going on. I mean, I feel like here you can see very clearly that it's, there's like passion behind the words or the conflict, and that in itself is, it's like the sword in the ground. Like, I'm not going to hurt anyone anymore with my words or my thoughts. I never wanted to. That was never my intention. It's about moving forward and seeing yourself as this beautiful natural being, unfolding and learning and growing, and not expecting yourself or anyone to be perfect. However, there is perfection when you embrace true love, when you embrace compassion. You can't really go wrong. You're choosing to let go. You're choosing to respond in love. You're choosing to respond in the energy of growth and healing and intimacy and communication and loyalty. So stay focused on those energies and just allow things to unfold, allow things to let go. Whatever's meant to go will go naturally, and whatever's meant to stay will stick to you like glue. It really will. Love is like the glue that mends our heart. Love is the bonding element of healing. Okay, so very healing energy here with you. And it may be, instead of speaking, you may be guided to write more, or tune into visualizing things, pictures, visual stimulation, or if it is words, it's more like meditation, affirmations. It's communication that is truly rooted in growth, right? Growth and love and nurturing types of energies. Okay, so group number 2, that is your message. I truly hope it resonated. Be patient with yourself. When we're manifesting and we're healing, things do take longer than we want them to. Just gonna say it like that. So see this present experience as a stepping stone to new awareness, and new awareness that's going to support you in the long run. New awareness that will allow you to move forward in confidence, knowing that you're never going to find yourself in a relationship that is heartbreaking ever again. It's like you have the awareness to see the flags, red or green, blue, whatever color they are for you. It's like, I feel like you right now, you're developing your own awareness, like your own system, your own codes. Like, okay, I've experienced that, and it doesn't matter what anyone else has called it. It's like you have firsthand experience now, and you know for yourself, without anyone needing to tell you what brings about the feelings in your heart that are contributing to the growth of your life, and the authenticity and the love and the intimacy and being able to share your vulnerabilities and your dreams and your visions, knowing that they're safeguarded, they're sacred, they're held in a sacred space, they're held in a way that is only supportive to their growth. Okay, and right now you may feel better when you're contributing to others, in whatever way. Maybe you do art or creative projects, or maybe you make the best blackberry jam from your blackberries and you share it with your neighbors. Like, whatever little things you can do that remind you of your generosity, your generous heart, even though you're feeling heartbreak, those things are serving you in a sense that they remind you of your own love. They instill the confidence and affirmation in your own authentic self. And it's not about going out of your way. It's just reminding yourself of who you are by allowing yourself to stay connected to those things that truly define yourself, right? And giving yourself permission to be open to new experiences, new ways of identifying with yourself and affirming who you are, like the lotus flower just unfolding. And as you let go of things, the beautiful energy of love comes in and fills up those areas in your life. So it's like you don't feel like you're missing out. You don't feel like you just feel more. You feel like you're able to tune into more. You have more options. You have more effortless ways of feeling the nurturing love in your life. Okay, so stay focused. Life purpose. Your life purpose is serving in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. So be patient with yourself. See this as a stepping stone. And this new awareness is really going to propel you, catapult you, guide you, motivate you. It's like the catalyst, it's like the engine on your boat. I don't know. However, it's, you know, it's like just allowing yourself to see life as a journey. There's nowhere that you have to be or get to. It's unfolding one day at a time, and in that is relief, because I feel like the person you're meant to be with in the future is very similar in that you both can embrace the future with an open heart. And it's almost like letting go of expectations, because you know, in alignment with that energy of love, whatever unfolds is truly what you want. It's what you want to experience. You don't need to expect anything, because the expectation of love speaks for itself. It develops on its own. You know, there's no need to plant a lotus flower seed in the muck and expect it. You know, it's like we already know it's going to grow and become this beautiful flower. So it's like you can let go of all the details of how it unfolds, and instead just be in the unfoldment, be in the moment. Be grateful for the awareness and the lessons, whatever it is, because once we've learned the lessons, we don't need to repeat them. We get to move forward, you know, graduated from our past mistakes and disappointments, however we want to view them, and see them instead as lessons, things that we accomplished, things we decided to learn and turn into wisdom. Gaining patience and understanding. You know, patience is wisdom, wisdom is patience, and that is a very beautiful quality to understand and be in alignment with, because it's what allows you to truly experience whatever it is you want to experience in this life, that you're willing to take your time and go one day at a time and feel the gratitude every day, you know, for the unfoldment, the relief, move towards relief and gratitude, and opening your heart, you know, whatever encourages you to mend your heart, open your heart, and let go of what you think it needs to look like, and instead tune into what it feels like. You know, the feeling is what's going to affirm that you're on the right path, because the thoughts are in our mind. Unless they're aligned with our soul, they won't feel quite right. So it's like just getting out of the thoughts and into the body, into the unfoldment of your life, is what's going to affirm what you need affirmed. Okay, and I feel like the patience here that you're learning is what's going to allow you to write the story for yourself that is true for you. You know, the awareness, being in the present moment, is really beautiful. So this is your message. I truly hope it resonated and brought you affirmation, guidance, wisdom moving forward. Definitely, you're experiencing this level of self-mastery with your emotions and your emotional intelligence that is going to always serve you moving forward. And it's something that can never be taken away from you, no matter what thoughts you hear or come into contact with. I feel like you're really going to be very sure of yourself and what's right for you moving forward. So stay focused and love yourself. Keep loving yourself. You're definitely a beautiful, wonderful person that, you know, I could see someone just sitting down and having a really beautiful conversation with you, being able to dive deep and just enjoying that, you know, enjoying being human and discovering things and being with people who love to do that as well. Okay, so thank you so much. Please do subscribe, like, comment, and share if the videos resonate. I truly appreciate all of you for that. And if you're interested in a personal reading or connecting with me on Patreon, those links are in the description. I would be so very honored. And until next time, just continue taking care of yourself, love yourself, know how loved you are, and she needs him, he needs her. So stay in tune and true to that. And I look forward to the next message that comes through for all of you guys. Love you all so much. Sending all my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 3. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what your higher self, what should you do right now? What does your higher self want you to know? Door to personal healing and happiness, number 34. So you're walking through the door of your own personal healing and happiness. This is a whole new reality for you, essentially. This is like your authentic dreams path opening up for you without restrictions, blocks. I'm seeing this, open window almost into a whole new world. It's like always been there with you, and somehow you're seeing it in a way that is so clear right in front of you. We have tree grounding. We have twin flame. Oh my goodness. Focus on service, okay? Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. Okay, so you may have just met someone, or you're aligned with someone, a twin flame, a very intimate, beautiful, romantic, loving connection. You're being guided to ground yourself right now because this love is so intense that it can send you into kind of a different reality. So definitely stay grounded as much as possible, focusing on service, who you are. Okay, the cat, independence, healthy boundaries. We have palmistry, interpretation. Your poem is, I hear your voice, I rejoice, for I know, opening my eyes, there is more to see, more to learn. I am ready to stand in love for all. Open, rejoice more. And we have this beautiful little flower, the flower face. I love it. It's so beautiful. We have the Six of Swords and the Six of Swords. Oh my goodness, you have it twice here. Healing begins. And the self-love affirmation, I am part of the harmonious whole as we all are. I know I am one with all life. I am the beauty and joy of the universe, expressing and receiving. Wow, this is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful, it almost feels like a twin flame relationship where both people are moving forward from very similar types of consciousness, right? It's like you're both expanding, you're mirrors of each other. You are feeling this connection, whether you've met this person in real life or not. There is this energy where you can feel each other on some level, which is a reflection of your own healing. You've chosen to open the door to your own personal happiness, your own personal dreams, to be with your true reflection, to be with the complementary energy, to really be the complementary energy and to receive it. It's this giving and receiving of complementary energy, of moving forward out of any sort of thoughts or consciousness that were rooted in lack or false beliefs or programs, maybe family conditioning or society, just things that weren't truly bringing out your authenticity. So I feel like with this connection, it's really amplifying your heart. Your heart is opening. You're becoming more aware of consciousness and how we connect and divine and feel and manifest as well. The life that we're truly content in living. So here with grounding and the cat with independence, healthy boundaries, part of a twin flame relationship is really embracing your independence, your interdependence. Really seeing yourself as a whole, complete, sovereign being, someone who is on a daily basis. It's like being the true affirmation of what you feel inside, being the true affirmation of your authenticity. And I feel like this is allowing you to really see yourself for who you are and appreciate yourself and love yourself for who you really are, no matter what you're into. You could be into alternative ways, lifestyles when it comes to like palmistry or tarot or spiritual things, energy healing, consciousness, that sort of thing, maybe even esoterics, philosophies. I feel like you've both been through some. It's like you've been living in a reality that you thought was all there is. And then this love, awakens your senses, awakens your awareness to so much more. And it's like opening the window, and there's a whole new reality out there, except it's always been that way. It's like when you're in love and you have the rose colored glasses on and everything's great, even though like there's stuff happening. It's like you're able to move forward. You don't have to be surrounded by that anymore. Your awareness is now aligned with the frequency, the vibrations of a consciousness that is expanding. And I feel like both of you are doing that. Even this woman, she's like peering out of the curtains. And there's this energy of the green here, the heart chakra. It's interesting how it's in her heart and also at her feet here, almost like moving you forward, like I don't know. And then, someone here in the boat, no matter what, you're moving forward. Both of you are moving forward in your own ways, very reflective of one another. It's like being able to see yourself as you take the steps moving forward, and recognizing that someone else that's meant for you is doing the same thing, and you're meeting in the middle in this earthly reality that's always been here. You've both been here this whole time, and this connection for whatever has ignited some things within you. It has unlocked some unknown consciousness that's always been rooted within you. It's like, I hear your voice, I rejoice. For I know, opening my eyes, there is more to see, more to learn. I am ready to stand in love for all. You could be a couple that's very focused on mission love, spiritual gifts, healing of humanity, educating, enlightening, whatever it is. There's an energy here of understanding humanity in a way that it allows you to embrace it, with your gifts, your talents, your spiritual gifts, your talents, whatever it is, healing modalities, being in service to others. I feel like you're both very much in alignment. And I'm saying both because I feel this energy of a union here. And take it as it resonates. It's different for everyone, but it's truly rooted in this energy of being a part of the harmonious whole. And when you're a part of the harmonious whole, you recognize that you receive those complementary parts of yourself effortlessly that affirm that for you, that you are a part of the whole, and you contribute and give back, to create that whole feeling. You've chosen to be whole, and you're aligning with others who have chosen to be whole, and it is like a whole new reality. It's a whole new awareness. It's an expansion of your consciousness. It's a maturing of the way that you approach life and the way that you respond to life. So definitely continue practicing whatever practices you do to stay connected to your spiritual self. Stay very grounded. Twin flame it's an energy of pure, authentic love. And so sometimes we discover things about ourselves that are really exciting, and we can get a bit out of our, it's like floating up into the clouds. You've got to stay on the ground in order to continue receiving that part of reality. It's like you give and receive. And so I'm feeling it's like there's your higher self really wants you to stay focused on service, on what serves you. You could be into palmistry or learning some new things about the body or consciousness, and helping others, serving others in a way that's really fun and exciting for you. You could just be learning more about your own life path, your birth chart, maybe receiving insight from different people who are familiar with the twin flame journey, or the more esoteric ways of divining and being in tune with life. I feel like it's opening you up to like this kaleidoscope of new perspectives and things that you may not have even been aware of. But this love is like light. It's like lit up your world. There's something here that's really lit up. So your higher self really wants you to focus on healthy boundaries. It's like when we're in love, sometimes we can overlook red flags or things about others because we're like, oh, our heart's open and I accept all. But there is this energy of being discerning, of really staying rooted and grounded in your integrity and your courage, because it's sacred. And so whatever you allow into your reality is going to affect this relationship. It's going to affect you and your authenticity. And it's okay to say no to certain things, to allow yourself to stay focused on service. It's like if you're really focused on service and there's an energy that comes in and is distracting to you, it's about staying true to that and saying, and in your heart space. Like I feel like that's a part of the Six of Swords moving forward. It could be this energy of, as you're, moving forward, it's like you still hear those thoughts that kind of, and there's nothing you can really do about it except continue focusing on where you're going, continue focusing on the calmer energy, the peaceful energy, the exciting energy that you're feeling. Not so much, it's like, the older energy's there, however, you don't need to participate in it anymore. You've got your windows open here, the rainbows, the doves are flying. We've got trees and lotus flowers and a beautiful divine reflection here. It's like affirming to one another that no matter what, you do what's required of you to stay focused on your service and to being the person that you are, the authentic person that you are. Don't worry so much what anyone else thinks, because that's what the Six of Swords energy is. It was being concerned too much what others think, maybe putting others' needs and wants and perspectives before your own. And so now you're given this opportunity. You've chosen to really honor your own perspective and honor your own truth and your own power and your own healing abilities and what you have to offer to this world. So stay true to that no matter what. And keep doing what you're doing. Take some time to ground, and to appreciate, the beauty that surrounds you, to appreciate your independence, healthy boundaries, aligning with your truth, your honesty, your integrity, communication, loyalty, friendship, those sorts of things. And you recognize how that affirms your harmonious part in the world, that you're honoring, that you're a loyal person, a loving person, someone who stays committed to, whatever they signed up for, so to speak. Like, it's like, if you're focused on service, stay committed to that. No matter who comes into your life, stay committed to that, because they will only complement you. They will only empower you and support you in whatever it is you're doing, just like you would for them. And that person is there for you. Okay, that person is there, so you're ready to stand in love. And it's like you're a power couple, you're a team, you're a duo, seen or unseen, no matter where you are. And you're both, it's like giving you the strength to move forward from some difficult situations or thoughts or programs in the past that may have made you feel like you couldn't embrace this fully. And you finally were just like, nope, we're moving forward. And it's like you feel it within one another. And it's like, I just see the window, open, and it's just all right there. Okay, so stay grounded, and that's what's going to allow you to be in that dreamy energy. You may even, there's something here about interpreting things in a new way. It's almost like, the inner and the outer world, as above so below. You've had insight or viewings of different multidimensional reality, and so it's like opening you up to all these new multidimensional ways of tuning into yourself and life, and things that you would have never even known had existed had you not opened your heart to love and seeing your true reflection. And it's almost like, going to a really great show that you didn't know, was going to be so great, and at the end you're just standing up like, bravo, bellissimo. It's like you're just like blown away at the magic, whatever it is. Like, I hear your voice, I rejoice, like rejoicing, like, oh my goodness. So I just feel a lot of really beautiful energy here for you. Keep moving forward. What you should do is exactly what you're doing. Definitely follow what your heart's guiding you to do. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks. Instead, honor what you feel, honor what you think, honor what you're learning, honor what you're moving forward towards. You're focusing on service. You are a twin flame. You have a twin flame. And, learning about your own healthy boundaries, your own independence, how you are a part of that harmonious whole, and feeling really good about it, feeling really good and affirmed and acknowledged for whatever it is you do. And that allows you to stay true to yourself and feel good about your boundaries being in place, and nobody able to come in and, project their limiting thoughts on you. Okay, you get to just move forward, and you're standing in love for all. It's not just for yourself. Like, you're like a true example, and that's what twin flames are. We are examples of, the true love relationships that honor commitment and communication and loyalty and equality and love, beauty, joy, focusing on creating a better way. So thank you for being you. I truly hope this message resonated with all of you. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. I really appreciate you all for that. And if you are interested in a personal reading or connecting with me on Patreon, I would be so honored. Those links are in the description. And until then, I'm just so grateful to be connected with all of you amazing, wonderful people. You're so amazing. And I love all of your gifts and just the energy you offer this world. It's really reassuring and beautiful. And I'm very happy for you to open this door to personal healing and happiness. So keep being you. That's what you should do, okay? And enjoy every moment of it. And notice too the 34, you know, it's co-creation with the universe, it's stability in your foundation. So don't allow that to become a loose area for you. You know, stay rooted and grounded in the physical reality so you don't get too caught up in the unseen where things can get a little bit silly at times. Okay. Stay rooted and grounded in the earth. The palmistry, okay? Like it's like, you know, be with yourself and others in whatever way feels good to you, and keep moving out of any sort of thoughts that are harmful or not in alignment with your truth, okay? I love you all so much. Thank you, and I'll see you all again for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 4. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what your higher self wants you to know about what you should do right now. Let's see, which way do I want to start? It's interesting. Oh my goodness, we have the 5 of Wands. Challenging times, okay? 3 of Swords. Your poem is, trust in your heart and you will know. The signs and synchronicities will show, will point, will affirm toward your dream unfolding, revealing to you, one day at a time. All is clear, all is well, darkness just a temporary spell. The light lives on forevermore. In your heart, a new start, a new day, anew. Signs, trust anew, okay? You are going through some challenging times and some heartbreak right now, which is very difficult, okay? Lots, chance, the eagle, spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. Your angels are really surrounding you right now, your higher self, your fire, your heart light, your inspiration, really sticking true with you right now. Blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually a part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. Signs, trust anew, okay? This is a time for you to really embrace your trust in yourself. Really embrace spirit, the spiritual world. Take charge of this situation, Moses. Forest, breath, victory, number 28, okay? And I trust myself and the process of life is your self-love affirmation. The moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings me what I need. I trust myself in the process of life. So I feel like what you're really being encouraged to do right now is to embrace change. Embrace change and really trust the process of your life instead of fighting, instead of disagreeing. There's an energy here of challenge between what inspires you, like what truly inspires your heart and soul. Because I feel like some things that have been inspiring to you may have caused some heartbreak in the past or are currently causing heartbreak. So I feel like right now what your soul's really showing you is that ultimately you have the power. The power is in your hands to make a choice to embrace change, whatever that means, letting go of whatever it is you need to let go of so that you can move forward in peace and love and strength and victory. You're a leader. You are very much a leader, being guided to take charge of this situation through whatever challenging times, not allowing yourself to stay stuck in any sort of conflict type of energy, anything that's causing thoughts that literally hurt your heart. I feel like there's a conflict here of, it's almost like an internal ego conflict, I want to say, where we feel really inspired about something, we feel really guided, maybe we've been doing it for a very long time, and others are now opposing us, others are not agreeing with what we're doing, moving forward, which creates thoughts of doubt within ourselves. We feel confused, we start, it's like we feel our self-esteem lower. All of these things start happening and we literally feel our heart start to break. Like, how could this be happening? And I feel like there's this, it's like, do I put my shield up or do I, it's like, Don't take the thoughts that are harmful to heart, is really what I'm feeling. It's like, put your shield up. If there's thoughts being projected at you that are harmful to your heart, put your shield up and choose to move through this. Choose not to engage with the conflict anymore. Choose to take a chance on love, whatever this is. I feel like you're being guided to get out into nature. Go take a deep breath in the forest. Get out somewhere where there's no judgment of you whatsoever, where you're loved unconditionally. And sometimes in the world we live in, it's, simply just going out into nature, going for a walk, being around the trees, the birds, the fresh air, feeling the sunlight on our face, feeling ourselves, completely supported and embraced by the all that is, and that allows us to kind of feel who we really are. When we have projections from other people that, we love and care about, sometimes that's all we hear. We're surrounded by only their words, their thoughts, their projections. When we get outside and go do something, it's like if you get away for a weekend and you just go spend time, at a local place, or like for me, the coast is an hour away, so it's like going to the coast and being around completely different people who don't know you, and you're just yourself. There's no reason to have conflict or anything. You can just be in your own little world. You can reflect, you can feel, give and receive effortlessly in that energy of love and generosity. And I feel like right now you're very connected to your higher self, to your angels, to your guidance, and they're reassuring you that this is a victory. It is a blessing in disguise. It's helping you discover what is creating the conflict within you so that you can be completely done with it. You don't have to engage with it anymore. It's time for you to recognize the powers in your hands, take charge of the situation. Moses, it was all his faith, right? And in the spirit, in love, in God, or whatever it is you want to call it. And he was able to part the Red Sea. He didn't do that just through his own magical abilities necessarily. Although he did, it was connected to his faith and his trust in what he was being guided to do. Without that faith and trust in his own guidance, it would have never happened. So I trust myself in the process of life. I feel like this is a very pivotal moment for you to really embrace what your inner guidance is guiding you to do and to trust it. And as you do that and it begins to unfold, you'll realize that the energetics around you completely shift. It's like, instead of engaging in conflict, you decide to go out into the woods, takes, simply just to breathe fresh air, for example. And while you're there, so many magical things happen. You notice the birds, the colors, the leaves, the texture. You remember what life's all about, in a sense, in a very simple way. There's more to life than just being right or wrong, or agreeing with someone or disagreeing. It's about really saying yes to feeling good in your life, saying yes to true love, saying yes to energies that complement you, that support you, that inspire you, that affirm your life, that affirm your heart, that affirm your inspirations, just like you do with others. So right now you're really being connected to your higher self, your spiritual self, your angels, your guides. I feel like you're being affirmed, and you'll be affirmed so much easier in nature, in the natural world, versus just being like, if you go to work or if you're at home. It's like, I feel like you're being guided to kind of get out of your own comfort zone, in a sense of just being with yourself, like tuning into what really inspires your heart, what really fuels your own inspiration, so you don't feel like you have to be guarding it all the time. To kind of be in your own, it's like putting on your headphones and listening to the music that you like while you're doing art or something. It's like you're in your own reality, even though there's people around, and being okay with what other people are doing, not engaging in the conflict. If someone disagrees with you, just be okay with it. Just be like, okay, I respect that. And then just keep doing what you're doing, because that's your higher self. The soul is never offended. It's like, oh, okay, you don't like what I'm doing? Cool. I'm victorious in what I'm doing. I don't know about you, but this is like really allowing you to take charge of your life and not making any excuses as to why you can't follow your own inspired ideas and dreams, and to also putting an end to any sort of thoughts or projections at you that are causing you heartbreak. Whatever is hurting you from the past, it's not rooted in truth. Truth would never put a sword in your heart. Truth is going to stand there and stick that sword in the ground. It's gonna be like, no more swords. No more swords until we learn how to use it properly. And that's simply what it is. It's like recognizing that People who project negative thoughts on you or harmful thoughts on you, they haven't learned how to use their sword of truth properly. And until that happens, you've got to kind of steer clear of them and let them be. Focus on how to use your sword properly, even if it means that you're just, have your shield up right now and not engaging in the conflict. Instead, choosing to focus on what's working for you and you alone, knowing that as you feel content, that radiates out to everyone around you. You become that blessing in disguise. You are the blessing in disguise, truly. And if you're not feeling aligned, if you're not feeling supported and your inspired ideas supported in your spiritual path, it's like you can't be of service to anyone. And that's not fair to you or anyone, right? We don't get to receive your amazing, inspired energy. So if you feel like you need to take a chance right now on anything, take a chance on yourself. Take charge of your own life, your own situation, by choosing to see this as a blessing in disguise, by choosing to see this as, okay, this is showing me what I need to see in order to break free of this conflict, this internal harm that's happening to me, because I do deserve to be loved. I do deserve to be supported in whatever I'm doing. And the signs, my soul, the spiritual life will affirm you in many, many ways that are completely unknown. When we're in the conflict, when we're in the pain, it's difficult, to see the signs. So we have to be very disciplined in that and make a choice. We have to choose for ourselves to stand up for ourselves and say, you know what, even though it feels difficult, I'm doing this for myself. Because as I do this for myself, I become a part of the whole in a very healthy way, and I'm affirmed everywhere I go. It's like seeing your energy, when you're in the energy of conflict and pain, what that attracts, versus if you're like, okay, I recognize that there's conflict, I recognize there's pain, and I'm not engaging in it anymore. Instead, I'm going to take the day and go have a walk in the woods or go do something that feels good to my heart and spirit. And in that, you're affirming who you really are. You're affirming your saneness, right? Like you feel sane. You feel like, okay, if there was a stranger to walk up to you, you could have a perfectly normal conversation, and that just affirms that you're okay. It affirms that whatever conflict is happening, it's truly not a reflection of who you really are. And so once you can recognize that, you can really, it's like the clarity will come through what you need to do to take charge of your situation. And you don't have to project back on anyone. You can just say, okay, I see what's happening here. I'm going to keep my focus on what it is that's guiding me, on victory, on that energy of, gold, victory, success, right? Like inspiration. The five of wands, after that comes the six of wands, which is victory. It's like you've chosen to stay true to what inspires you, and you didn't have to get engaged with the conflict. You recognize that you don't have to get engaged with the conflict. You can allow other people to disagree with you. You can allow other people to have those projections, because you can recognize that it's because they're rooted in some sort of energy that's not aligned with their authenticity or their truth. Because the truth of love is that we don't need to have conflict and bicker and fight and put each other down. The love is the remedy. Love is healing. Love is solutions. Love is expansive. Love is strong, in the sense that it takes strength not to engage in the conflict. That's what I've learned. It takes a lot of strength not to engage in the conflict, because we know in our hearts, we can feel, it's like we're all of our voices are important. We all matter, and we should all be heard. Our feelings should be validated. And so when they're not, we have to recognize that no matter what we do, if we're not receiving the validation, the affirmation from a particular person or situation, instead of forcing it, we just need to let it be accepted. Okay, that's where they're at, and focus on what we can do, right? Focus on how we can take charge of our own lives. Stay in the energy as much as possible of trusting. And when you do that, you'll receive the signs. You'll receive the signs in the most magical ways. I mean, you could be like, okay, I'm not engaging with this. I'm leaving today and I'm going to go do my thing. And as you walk out the door, a bird flies in front of your face, or a hummingbird. It's those sorts of magical things that happen that show you, okay, yes, this is right for me. And as you continue trusting yourself, the day continues to unfold magically for you. Even if things aren't perfect, they are. You see that you're being affirmed, that things are perfect, and that you're growing and learning, and seeing that too, learning and growing with the eagle here. It's being able to see above the crowd, being able to have that eagle eye, knowing you have a guide in the sky. And it doesn't mean everything's perfect that's happening down below. However, when you have a guide, you know that you can, maybe your guide says don't go to the right because there's too much of that happening. It has nothing to do with you, so stick to the left and just keep going. Like that's what it is. When there's a big pile of goo, you don't have to walk through it. You'll have the guidance to go around it and keep going. Okay. That's how it feels like with Moses. Like, don't worry if there's a big ocean there. When you get there, it'll be parted and you'll just be able to keep walking through. So I feel like too, the forest, there's something here about walking through the forest and breathing the air and like receiving that alkaline energy, that neutralizing energy, the natural energy of the life force. And it like awakens your senses. It awakens your brain and things, the synapses start firing and connecting. And you're like, oh yeah, okay. And that, it's like it can pull you out of a funk, right? And you can feel yourself. And when you feel yourself, then you know what to do. You feel more reassured in the decisions that you're making. Then you can really embody the victory energy. Like, yeah, I'm not going to let the situation get me down. I'm not going to let it hold me back. It's challenging times and it's teaching me my strength. And it's teaching me also how to tune into the thoughts and feelings and emotions and energies, the qualities of love that actually nurture my heart, strengthen my heart, empower my heart, inspire my heart instead of killing my heart. Every time I have to explain myself or defend myself, it's like there's no more energy of conflict. And that, with Lot's chance here, is it worth taking a chance? It is, because if we nurture love, we only become stronger, we become more inspired, we become better, more rooted, more grounded. We're able to be at ease, we feel more content, we're in the flow of abundance and prosperity. If we're in this conflict energy, you can see where that path leads. If you can see it clearly, the energy of conflict versus the energy of cooperation, communication, complementary type of energy. It's choosing to be a part of that and then just embodying that love energy, separating yourself in a sense of, you know, not projecting blame or taking it personal. Instead, just claiming, okay, I'm aligning with love. I'm aligning with manifesting my dreams. And that's it. I'm taking charge of this situation. I'm not going to engage in the conflict. Instead, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do something that actually supports my heart, supports my inspirations. And as you do that, you'll notice you'll attract, others and affirmations and things that do support what it is that your heart's guiding you to do. Okay. So, trust yourself and the process of your life unfolding. It is a part of the process of your life unfolding, and these challenging times will only strengthen you in the future. You will realize how strong you are and how you've overcome some difficult things, and it allows you to really receive the gratitude, like to feel grateful, to feel true humbleness or true humiliation, or not humiliation. Oh, there we go. Maybe there's an energy of humiliation, like, don't worry about feeling humiliated. That's the energy of the Three of Swords, okay? Humiliation, humility. There's something here about humility and true humor, like recognizing we're all human. We're all human. We all engage in conflict at times in our lives, and it's how we choose to respond. It doesn't mean it's a reflection of anything negative on you. In fact, if there's someone on earth who hasn't engaged in conflict, I don't know. I don't know where they are or who they are. But we truly learn what true success and victory is once we've responded to conflict and chosen resolution, chosen to rise above it. It's like really tuning into your dignity and rising above, taking the higher road. When you take the higher road through challenging situations, you feel your own stability. You feel your own connection to your higher self. You feel that independence. You feel that sovereignty, that it's like you hold yourself accountable. You keep yourself in check. No one could ever say anything to you to tell you otherwise. You've aligned with your truth. You know what's right. You've aligned with love, and you don't need to explain it to anyone, because now your actions reflect it. Your actions reflect it. And that's the thing with Moses. His actions reflect what he is aligned to inside, which is his soul, his spiritual nature. And that's what allows his actions to be a reflection of that. It's all about how you choose to respond to the conflict, the challenging times, choosing to rise above, choosing to heal your heart, and not be one who allows your heart to be hurt or to hurt others. It's like seeing that clarity between the forest and the city, you know, the acid energy versus the alkaline energy. When you're in the forest, you're breathing, you're receiving, you're also giving to the forest as well. You know, the trees receive our air and oxygen and whatever. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but you know what I mean? It's like there's an equal give and receive. And that's the life force energy. It recognizes when you're willing to um, affirm life, and it affirms you right back. So it's that true mutual unconditionally loving energy, and all of life is now with you, supporting you in your victory and your success, to be able to move through these challenging times and take the wisdom with you that really sets you up for true stability in the future. I mean, every bit of wisdom that you learn, that you apply, you choose to learn from your challenges, becomes such a solid brick of wisdom in your foundation that nothing could ever shake it. You know, it's like even an earthquake, or like, you know, anyway, it's like it doesn't, it's like the life force brick, you know, it's unmovable, unshakable, because it's real. Okay, so this is a blessing in disguise. See it as that, and trust yourself. Trust yourself in the process of your life. Okay, the moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings me what I need. So be willing to change and see it as growth, you know, see the change as just embodying more of who you are and letting go of who you're not. Okay, so group number 4, that is your message. I truly hope it resonated and just brought affirmation and guidance, support moving forward, wisdom for you. And thank you all so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. I truly appreciate you for that. If you're interested in a personal reading or joining me over on Patreon, I would be so honored and delighted. Those links are in the description. And until next time, I look forward to the next message that comes through for all of you. Take care of yourselves. Keep trusting yourself and your amazing process of life, because it is definitely supporting you in every way, okay? All my infinite love as always. See you all soon. Peace.